The workflow combining AI and geometry nodes is starting to take shape. With my basic modeling skills, this scene used to take at least a month to build. Now I can wrap it up in just half a day. In this video, I'll walk you through the process in 3 minutes. First off, coming up with a design concept requires a ton of reference images. With our old friend V2Fun from last episode, you can turn reference images into 3D models with a single click. You can run a demo right away just by bashing reference images together. First, I'll ask it to remove any distractions from the picture. Then, I'll have it match the color palette of image 1 to image 2. It's super intuitive. No need to memorize crazy prompts or magic spells. V2Fun now has Nano Banana and GPT Image 2 built in, so editing modeling references is way easier, which basically means you get to use Nano Banana for free. You know, this is a huge deal. Once the reference images are tweaked, we generate the models directly. I've been building a new habit lately, spending a few minutes every day converting my years of saved reference pictures into 3D models. Over time, I'll end up with a massive asset library. And then, just like what I'm showing you here, you just trim, separate, bash, and reassemble these base models. Use sculpt mode to tweak the shapes, align the structure, adjust the proportions, and push the silhouette. It feels just like playing with clay. Super intuitive. There's practically no learning curve. Slap on a quick material to check how realistic the architecture looks. Take screenshots of the assembled design from the front, back, left, and right, and feed them back into V2Fun to blend them into a cohesive whole. And boom, job done. From now on, designers will compete on their reference collection and design thinking, instead of being held back by a lack of technical skills or modeling expertise. Moving on to the geometry nodes section. I'm using this project to test if my setup can handle all kinds of weird architectural structures. Right now, I'm pulling axes to set up the beam and column framework. Even though it's just CG, and honestly, just a background element, my standard is that every building I design must be something you could actually walk into. Next up, extruding walls, building roofs, door and window frames, and roof tiles. All of this is automatically generated. There are still plenty of tiny details left, but making them by hand would take forever. So we'll wrap up this scene for now. When we work on the town project later, I'll flesh out every single detail. Let's scatter some grass, throw in an HDRI map, plant some red flowers, add a few trees, and we're all set. Next week, we can finally move on to texturing. See you guys in the next one.